Harry Potter author JK Rowling threatens legal action against transgender activists who attempted to dox one of her daughters. Quote, "You F around with my kid's safety and privacy, you'll find out." This story comes to us from Josh Berger over at Bounding Into Comics, but I want to get into the meat of the situation right here. And this is the legal clarification. This is after the attempted dox of JK Rowling's daughter, by the way, which was wrong, which will be detailed right here in this tweet, right? So let's just get to the meat of it. At Wizarding News is the person who started all of this by insinuating that JK Rowling's daughter has a child and tried to escape Rowling by moving to Portugal and changing her name. As you read in the tweets, this is not the case. So here we go. At Wizarding News, I've done everything I can to keep my children out of the public eye, says Rowling. My eldest daughter doesn't owe you or anyone else the details of her private life. However, for the avoidance of doubt, number one, contrary to your claims, we are very close and last talked an hour ago. We discussed your posts and which have angered and distressed her, the daughter of JK Rowling. Number two, contrary to your claims, she doesn't live in Portugal. Number three, contrary to your claims, she has no children. Number four, the young mother whose photograph and personal details you published is not my daughter and has no relation to me whatsoever. You've published easily disproven and damaging falsehoods. Should we go to legal proceedings, you will need to show why, in spite of being told the truth, you neither retracted nor apologized. In the absence of any such retraction and apology, the next communication you receive will be from my lawyer. All right? So this is very serious what happened here with these people. They went out and they tried to dox her daughter, JK Rowling's daughter, and in fact found some other person and put her information out into the world. And it got so bad that Rowling finally had to cap off the conversation with this. This man tried to put a target on my daughter. He made his intent perfectly explicit and continued to post pictures and details of the wrong girl while insinuating I was lying about her being unrelated to me. You F around with my kid's safety and privacy, you'll find out. And that's precisely what's happened here. You know, again, like none of what's happened with JK Rowling warrants this kind of abuse toward her. None of it. Like, I disagree with her politics, but I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want her to be made to be on the trans side of history or however you want it, because that's not my belief either. But you guess what? These people can't tolerate that someone with a modicum of fame is not in line with 99% of the rest of people in Hollywood, right? Even though Rowling herself isn't some Hollywood hotshot. It doesn't matter. Anybody with fame has to be in lockstep. In recent years, J.K. Rowling, the beloved author of the Harry Potter series, has found herself embroiled in controversy. But amidst the noise and chaos, one thing remains clear: her unwavering commitment to protecting her family. The latest incident involves a relentless campaign of harassment and doxing orchestrated by a Harry Potter fan account at Wizarding News, as we saw in the opening tweet here that I showed you. Their mission: to dismantle J.K. Rowling's legacy and spread malicious lies about her family. In response to these baseless accusations, Rowling took to social media to set the record straight. She demanded retractions and apologies, refusing to let her loved ones become collateral damage in this online vendetta based on her politics. But the attacks didn't stop there. At Wizarding News continued to spread falsehoods, putting innocent lives at risk in the process. Rowling, undeterred, made it clear that she would take legal action to protect her family from further harm. This isn't the first time Rowling has faced threats and harassment because of her views on transgender ideology. In 2023, she revealed that her family had received terrifying threats, forcing her to confront the dark side of fame. But through it all, Rowling remains steadfast in her convictions. She refuses to be silent, standing up for what she believes in and defending those she holds dear. As we reflect on this harrowing ordeal, right? This horrible, harrowing ordeal, let's not forget the human cost of online hate. And I'm not trying to be fluffy about this. These people went out and found some random person in Portugal to put out on the internet and claim that this is related to Rowling. This person, for the foreseeable future, is going to come up in results about this, screenshots about it. There are going to be people who eat Tide Pods that believe this and go about bothering this young woman because of this, I don't know, insanity, really. That's what it is. And really, we need to be thinking about this as we reflect on this as, we need to be more aware, I guess, of what these people are up to, that when they go around targeting people that we might not agree with 100% down the line, let's say that they're not in the political party that we are, right? Let's say they're not on our tribe, if you will. Uh, they still don't deserve to have their family members doxxed. They don't deserve to have people that are innocent in this entire disagreement put in harm's way. Because as we saw, even with the attacker, you remember this man who shot Ronald Reagan on behalf of child Jodie Foster. All right, there are folks out there who are pretty loose above the neck and don't think things through. The attacks on Rowling's family aren't just an attack on her personally; they're an attack on the fundamental value of privacy and safety for all individuals. No one should have to endure the fear and anxiety that comes with having their personal information exposed online in a malicious nature to attract harmful attention toward them. There's times when this stuff becomes exposed because of whatever, you know? You end up having your shipping address show up in a video on YouTube because someone got a package from you and didn't take a Sharpie marker or rip off the label. They didn't block it out with a Sharpie or rip off the label. That kind of stuff happens. That's an innocent situation. Something that's malicious is what these people tried to do to JK Rowling's daughter, but ended up doing to this random person in Portugal, is going out and deliberately harming these people, deliberately going out and causing a malicious backlash to these people, right? Like I said, there's innocent stuff like labels showing up in videos and pictures, and then there's this stuff where there's a deliberate effort to attract violent attention toward these people as retribution for J.K. Rowling's or someone else's beliefs. When they can't get to the target, they start attacking things the target cares about. It's time for all of us to take a stand against this, though. And that's what we need to remember. As we navigate the complexities of the digital age, let's remember the importance of empathy and kindness, and above all, family. Because in the end, it's our connections to one another that truly matter. The internet should not be something that drives us all nuts to the point where we want someone's daughter doxxed to pay retribution for her mother having opinions that we don't agree with, you know? I'm no friend to this whole movement of making sure that people be in line of thought. I don't like that at all. I don't think it's smart to begin with. You end up with 1984, Brave New World, where people aren't allowed to express themselves and are instead they behave more like machines, if you will. They're being forced to behave a certain way because it makes society move better. And this is what you're looking at with J.K. Rowling's situation. She has an opinion that falls out of line with what the hashtag mafia on Twitter X would like to see, right? And that's what you're seeing here is you're seeing the fallout of that disagreement boiling over because they can't make Rowling bow to their agenda. She won't do it. And because she's that one blade of grass that's poking up among all the other ones they've mowed down with all sorts of different harassment and intimidation techniques, she has to be dealt with. If that means burning down her family to get to her, these people are clearly unhinged enough to try that. So I ask you, as you go out into the world today, as you go out on X, as you Instagram, Facebook, or God forbid you find yourself on MySpace for whatever reason, if that's even still operating, try and keep an eye out for this stuff. Report it when you see it. This isn't what Elon keeps this platform for. I'm sure people at YouTube don't want to see it either. So remember this as we go forward, that there's innocent stuff that happens, like labels getting caught in pictures, and then there's stuff where you deliberately try to put a public hit out on somebody or somebody's family. We'll see you in the next video. Good luck out there.